Hello again, everyone. It's Vince, and this is our update for February 17th, 2026. Let's take a quick look how things went today. Kind of an odd day. We opened higher, we sold off near the start of the day, and we spent the rest of the day pretty much getting back to where we were at the start of the day. So overall, a pretty flat day. The Dow up 43 points, the S&P up just 10 points, and the Nasdaq down 35, while the Russell was down or up half a point. So pretty flat day here. When we look at crude oil, it was down 13 cents. Not a lot there. I mean, we had rallied earlier in the day and gave it back. Gold down 12 points here. Now, this is, sorry, I should say it's 6 p.m. Eastern. These numbers just flipped and futures market just reopened. So as you can see, gold was higher or sorry, lower today and now has opened pretty flat here, down 25 points. Silver also down, I think it was over 4 points and down 25 cents here at the open. Bond yields were mixed. The lower term or the near term treasuries were slightly higher, while the 20, 30-year treasuries slightly lower. But the moves were very, very mild here. The dollar, look at that, was up earlier and completely reversed course here, so gave back all its gains for the day. The VIX at 2030. And on the Bitcoin side of things, Bitcoin down to 67 and a half here, down 1,400, while Ethereum is just under 2,000 now, down 3.5 points here. If we look at the economic data points, we didn't have a whole lot today. Tomorrow we get building permits, housing starts, durable goods orders, and we get the FOMC meeting minutes. It's not the decision on interest rates, it's the minutes from last month's meeting that'll tell us how many officials were, in favor of holding steady versus cutting or, increasing rates. And then on Thursday, we're going to get initial jobless claims, followed by the PCE numbers on Friday. Earnings reports continuing to come out, but certainly there's a lot less now than before. Things are slowing down here, but this week, some of the names due out here: Oxy, Occidental Petroleum, DoorDash, eBay, Coke, Walmart later this week on Thursday. Walmart, Lemonade, John Deere, Etsy. So Thursday, Open Door. Thursday looks like some of the bigger names this week. Now, looking at a few charts here, I'm going to start at the bottom. There are a few bright spots, with setups. Southwest Airlines, LUV. Now, for me, a little far from that ATR indicator, but still looks pretty good. We've got a pretty strong trend in place. If we look at the weekly and the monthly, we've got some resistance overhead, which is why I ranked it fourth out of these four. But what I'd really like to see here is a move above 60. A move above 60 get us pretty much in the clear, very close to the all-time highs and in the clear for a much bigger move. And we're just above 54, so we're not that far away. So I'm going to keep this one on the watch list. Then we have, and let me go back to the daily time frame, BPOP here, popular. And there it is, another setup, a little ways away from that ATR. I wish it was closer. Here's the weekly, and here's the monthly. So again, we still have some activity overhead, but we have been slowly making our way back towards those old highs. We have lots of room still to go, but a bit of activity overhead. Earnings are 71 days out, so nothing to worry about there. Then we have a couple of banks, CFBK here. Actually, let me double check that. CFBK should be. Why is this not coming up here? CFBK. Did I write this down wrong? No, there it is. CF Bank Corp. Yes. And this is what got my attention, the monthly chart. So um, have a look at this. So, you know, a big crash here in the early 2000s. And then since '09 or so, we've been flatlining. So about 16 years. And now here we are moving above the highs of that range. So we're pretty much in the clear, I think, here. And if we look at the weekly, there it is. We're starting to make a push. And daily, there it is. So I think this has lots of room and lots of potential going forward. Earnings are already behind us here. We've got 85 days to the next earnings report. So this is one to consider. We've got a nice long plus here. Yes, it finished in the lower part of the bar, but if it comes back and takes out today's high near 32.72, that wouldn't look good. First target would obviously be up here near 30 or just above 34. And then from there, we can, plot our fibs from the recent low to high and go from there. But this is one that looks good. And my favorite of the day is APH here, which is just breaking above that ATR. And if we look at the weekly, oops, let me sort this out. There you go. Nice strong push, consolidation, and now it looks like the start of another push. And here's the monthly. So we're already at all-time highs. And earnings, 71 days away. It had a pretty significant drawdown, recovered quickly. Now clearing this ATR, we've got a nice long plus, and so that's one I'm looking at. The high there today, 149.31. So yeah, just a few ideas, and again, overall a pretty quiet day. The way things have been going, obviously we don't expect that we don't expect things to remain quiet for very long. So look for some bigger moves, but we can talk about all this and more tomorrow morning, Wednesday, February 18th. We are going to kick off at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Eastern for another live market chat. So please do come out and join us. Bring your symbols, bring your questions, and I really hope to see you there. But until then, enjoy your evening, and we'll see you on our next update. Take care.